In the lower bowl, this is the second largest stadium in all of Brazil, the Estádio Nacional of Brasilia.
Without a doubt. I mean, TJ leading up to the World Cup used every game with a different captain, with the fact that he was banned by PSG due to
They'll also catch on beIN Sports this weekend. They'll make the trek down to the Beira Rio in Porto Alegre, but tonight in Brasilia, the nation's cap demanding. They do love their heroes, but they ask a lot of them. Here's Dani Alves, now wearing the captain's armband with back in defense. And there is one team that both of these squads have faced. Neymar in, but it's poached away by the converter. Will go out for the throw. Both of these teams, since the World Cup, have faced Saudi Arabia. It was a friendly for Brazil in a 2-0 victory. In the Asian Cup,
puts Qatar there.
I mentioned the 7-1-0 record for Brazil. Unbeaten in their last 8. Mexico forbidden by CONCACAF from moving on. It'll be Qatar and Australia in 2020. So I guess that would be... stripped away. The fans excited.
They're pretty remarkable that they inked TJ for another 4 years. That shows you a little bit that the Brazilian Federation is changing as well, and they believe that he can guide this young squad.
Neymar in the center, drawing the season well at PSG, the cup defeat and that altercation with the fans. TJ thinks he needs to get his head back into the game. Well, you're not going to get much time with your teammates when you're pretty much helicoptering in and out of training.
Pushing Artur on, and now providing, hopefully, with Dani Alves, the captain, some width from deeper positions.
Into the center, stepping in Casemiro. One of the things that TJ noted, and while he does not want to get rid of the Brazilian style, Casemiro thinks about the shot, dishes it off for Alves, who chips it in long. He has a tenuous hold on that starting position because there's a certain player at Ajax who has caught TJ's fancy, and David Neres. And while he doesn't have, in many ways, he's the link between the back and the front. In the attack, he'll be a little bit higher up with Coutinho, but defensively, he's got to drop next to Casemiro.
And when Luis and Alves want to go forward both, which they do.
Chance just at the edge, trying to chip it back. Good ready. Coutinho picks it away. To the middle, glancing header, Richarlison, and there's the finish they've been waiting for. His 4th goal.
Capable of doing what just happened. What a great ball in by Dani Alves. Gets his head up. Richarlison, as I said, loves to come inside as well and become a central player, and that we'll see all day long. Neymar behind him. The non-contact.
Trying to force his way in. Hajli, Arthur under pressure, but so calm.
I call him press resistance, and that's, again, I hate to say it, that he didn't start against Liverpool. In Liverpool, he's still a player that I want to see each and every game. He's still a player that marvels you. He's still a... Fans will be very unhappy in Brazil to see their favorite player under some duress, needs their support, and vice versa under duress. Marco Echeverri in MLS as well.
They do have Everton and Neres on the bench. We're stepping in, and now he's an ever-present under TJ. Alves, Casemiro keeps
it. Teams, they all start on that left side, Phil. And TJ is obviously trying to showcase the...
Into the center, and Ali having to come deep to try and get a touch. Credit to Brazil, they're dominating here. Into the middle for Jesus. Calm, cool, and collects the goal.
And again, that secondary assist of Dani Alves by playing the ball and getting depth in the game is for your number 9. Look at a good ball by Alves in there. Onside, well-timed run, and all of a sudden the defenders are caught. Good run, great diagonal little ball in there. That's just vintage Brazil.
Dispossessed as he drives into the double team. Helping to win it back though, Coutinho.
It's very deep. Qatar almost needs to take a page out of Brazil's. TJ say we got to be more direct. Playing through midfield right now with loss of possession, which has happened, that turned into 2 goals. Qatar. And this is a totally different feelings to get this team playing a different way.
Alves trying to lift it in, and then Karim Hassan.
Fabinho, Balunho not being called up. Those were important players for TJ leading.
Out wide, Alves, 36 now. Wonder whether it comes to winning, no one does it better than Dani Alves. Just take a look at his trophy case.
This is what, his 108th cap. TJ has become more pragmatic too. They can play out of a low-pressure situation, which is not their nature. And I think
the first thing he actually did when he stepped in was to correct the defense. He was able to do it quite quickly, to the point where he was able then to let the attackers have their say. But the memories of that debacle against Germany still in their mind.
Without a doubt.
Coutinho, a look away. Arter for Alves, slapped away by Al-Sheib.
Why not? Dani Alves just so important. The timing of his runs coming forward, mixing it up, a cross that leads to a goal. The secondary assist where he gets depth in Brazil's game, and now shooting from distance.
And I know a lot of fans will still have some confidence, but maybe a little wobbly if Neymar is unable to go. We'll try and get you an update, but it did not look good. Back to Arter. Dani Alves slapped away, but right to Coutinho. Takes the touch, but touches it wide.
That one back, Phil. And again, Dani Alves making the difference. Shoelaces this time. Coutinho picking up the rebound. Bounds become key. Keeping things alive and going for that 3rd goal and killing off this game.
As Felix Sanchez barking at his Qatari team. Mentioned the fact he's been stepped in. He is playing as the right back, providing width, but much of the game he's sliding in towards the box to provide
18-yard box line as well.
And he was
2 shots on target.
The 18 when he sent the ball in for
Richarlison. And to walk at times players out of position and create space for Alves. The only thing that concerns me, Marquinhos.
34 now for me.
Correct. Marquinhos does. And I think against better team, that's still a play through pressure. We call that family play, Phil. Building on one side with numbers and then switching the point of attack with a 40 or 50-yard ball and creating.
Casemiro. Back for Coutinho. Finding Alves again in that delivery spot. Chips it in. Hassan gets the arms in the way, and the penalty is called. In just a sec. Take another look here. The arm is in front of the body, and to stop the goal, which I kind of have a feeling will be changed before too long. Coutinho stretches to bring it under control. Maybe close to 20 touches right now. Alves, Arter dummies it. Felipe Luis. There are going to be times where Tite needs to shake things up a bit. And without Neymar, I guess in some ways he has the luxury. Alves pushing forward. Arter. Richarlison. Alves. Richarlison looked like it might have actually been the accomplishment. Everton trying to change that, though. And that will do
by Brazil in front of their home fans.
However, a concern with the end of this, but there is in July, and it might be a stretch that Qatar will be there, but they're actually looking a few years to be a lot tighter. Just a little stuck in neutral, but they'll get another chance. And again, it's the captain, Dani Alves. Hassan goes in strong and knocks it out for the throw.
You look at the visitors, you look at Felix Sanchez. You can do two things, Phil. Throw another defender in there and hang on to dear life and say we only lost 2-0 against Brazil. Or, being one of them, if they can get 30 to 20 minutes in this game, because depth in Copa.
Start a break on the throw. Instead, passed it back.
Job with a team that was fragile and is still somewhat fragile. Is still a team that a crunch match against Uruguay that to me is a sleeper in the Copa America. So much young talent there as well now coming through. Keep saying the right things. I love being here, but sooner or later those guys want to play every game, every minute, wherever they are.
Dani Alves, just 2 years ago, more than half of the Qatar national of their players love to come inside from the left. Sooner or later, they have to show their versatility at this stage. See?
And it wouldn't surprise me, Phil, where Gabriel Jesus has played a few times out on the flank. That's a good point.
Again, looking to go out wide, but Neres doing some defensive work. That always. Paraguay, Colombia, and Argentina. Brazil can't get it past the near post, though. Felipe Luis again beaten for pace. Stepping up is Alves, but there was a push. Afif as well, providing some promise on the Qatari bench, but see what the youngsters do for Brazil. Fernandinho cross for Marquinhos. Well, you had the chance to watch Neres quite a bit this year, as did the world in many ways. What is it that makes...
Gave up one in the Asian Cup against Japan in the finals. This is a learning curve for this team as well. They've shown signs of a team that's on the rise.
Here is Navi Neres. Pass across. Made the run, but
great.
Kind of filling out the Gold Cup roster.
Yeah, you don't want to lose though, Phil. But I actually spent the day.
Makes the run. Jesus again favoring the right foot. Sweeps it for Alves. And the cannon volley sails high.
And they were not happy campers at the send in 2:05. Sir Alex Ferguson said, Mr. Rungren, I don't really know you, but Mr. Spector's taking a month off. Every Man United player takes a month off. The official FIFA calendar, they don't have to release him, which is crazy.
See, in my mind, I could understand for the qualifying and the like, but when it gets...
Those guys are in this particular, and Jason Christ, the Olympic team, facing a bigger upset.
And over, you're not going to be wearing it on the bench.
And this might be, I always had one or two positions, less attacking ability over a guy that can go forward consistently, but will be vulnerable in the counter.